Let's start with the local teams here in regards to the schedule. First, the Knicks. They open on October 25th. They'll host the Celtics. New York is going to have some expectations after last year's playoff run to the second round. What matchup or matchups intrigue you when you look at the Knickerbocker schedule?
So for the Knicks, what I'm looking for is, you mentioned they had a great run last year, made it to the second round of the playoffs. Are they ready to maintain that or potentially go to another level? So what I'm looking at matchup-wise is, of course, their crosstown or cross-borough rivals in the Brooklyn Nets, who they just broke a streak against this past season, winning the last two after losing 9 straight. How do they play against the Boston Celtics, the best team in the or one of the best teams in the conference, best team in that division? The Philadelphia 76ers, more interesting because we don't know what version of this Sixers team will be there, and potentially will some of those players on the Sixers be on the Knicks, who they play, how they play against Toronto Raptors, and then when they do their cross-conference matchups against those teams in the West, how do they stack up against the West contenders? Your Phoenix Suns, Denver Nuggets, Golden State Warriors, Los Angeles Lakers type teams, how do they fare against them?
Will be interesting to see how they fare against the competition. A lot of expectations will be around the Knicks this year. We'll see what they can do. Let's talk about the Nets. They're not going to have the expectations that they've had the last few years now that Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving are playing elsewhere. Are the return of those two stars to Brooklyn the most intriguing games on the Nets schedule, or does something else catch your eye?
It'll be there. I think in the case of Kevin Durant, he should expect a warm welcome from the Brooklyn crowd. Yes, they fell short of winning a championship, but Nets fans will never forget the run that they went on to the conference semis, being literally a shoe size away from making the conference finals. And Durant played well that season, went hard, and then Kyrie went down. Kyrie has his defenders and his lovers, but there are definitely people and fans in Brooklyn who were like, good riddance. So I think his reaction will be more mixed. But as far as the Nets, what I'm looking at for them is, again, cross-borough, how they play against the Knicks, but how they play against the Hawks, the Indiana Pacers, who I think will be much improved, Toronto Raptors, these teams, because, the Nets, are they going to be a top 6, or are they going to be fighting for play-in spot?